Hey y'all, Lindsay here from Fearless Coaching. So it's been quite some time since I've made a video. I've been MIA for about the past year, year and a half. And a lot has happened in my life, a lot of change and transformation and tears and beauty and everything in between. So, those of you that know me or have followed me before, I have a YouTube channel called A Fearless Life. And I also have a coaching business called Find Fearless Coaching. And the purpose of Find Fearless Coaching is all about supporting others on their journey to finding their next level towards achieving their goals. And oftentimes, when we want to achieve goals or we want to change or transform or evolve or whatever you want to call it, fear comes up, lots of fear. It can be it can range, and it's such a wide range. Fear can encompass so many things: fear of failure, fear of success, fear of death, so on and so forth. So, my goal with Find Fearless Coaching has been to ultimately help others live their dreams. And in the face of living our dreams, oftentimes fear and avoidance pops up and self sabotage. So, through the coaching process, we face fears, we look at fears, we dig into fears, we actually use fear as kind of this treasure map. Like the goal or the outcome or the next level is considered the treasure. And if fear is coming up in your journey to find the treasure, this is a very good sign, because fear comes up when we're about to move into our next level, about to take our next step. And so we have a choice in the face of fear, right? We can allow the fear to stop us in our tracks, to keep us small, to keep us comfortable. Or we can look at the fear, dig into it, and work through it, hence getting uncomfortable, because normally the most growth happens when we're uncomfortable in the place of discomfort. So, digging into the fear, acknowledging the fear, using the fear actually as a tool for growth, and recognizing that when the fear comes up, when self-sabotage comes up, when certain things come in and they rear their ugly head, that is exactly where we want to be to create the most change in our life. And so the irony is not lost on me that I have been working quite a bit the past few years on coaching clients through fear and supporting others through fear and big change and transformation, because oftentimes the fear comes when these big changes come into our lives. And me myself, I was confronted with maybe the biggest fear of all, or what I would consider the biggest fear of all, besides public speaking. That one might be a little bit bigger for me. And for people who know what I'm talking about, it is worse than the fear of death. So I've been confronting the fear of death for the past year, year and a half. I had an official cancer diagnosis, breast cancer diagnosis, in July of 2022. But I had been kind of struggling with exhaustion and had found signs of it the year prior, and then wasn't officially diagnosed until July of 2022 with stage 3 breast cancer. So a tumor in the right breast, as well as some positive lymph nodes. And, the C word is, my God, it's terrifying, right? It's the ultimate fear. I mean, confronting you in your face. Wow, am I going to live through this? How long do I have to live? What will my quality of life be if I do live? What will my quality of life be throughout the treatment and the experience and the journey itself? So it's very confronting, and a lot hits you all at once. And I know anyone who's ever had to confront the fear of death, no matter what that looked like in their lives, whether it was a cancer diagnosis or a different chronic disease, or a terrible car accident. I mean, there are infinite possibilities of how we confront the fear of death in our lives. But anyone else who's ever had to confront this understands that it is it it's you can't prepare yourself for it. You can never prepare yourself for it. But just like with any other fear in life, when we're confronted with it, we have a choice. We have a choice about how we react to it, and how we react then fuels the action we take from there. And so with the fear of death, we can choose to allow the fear to control us, allow the fear to basically paralyze us and prevent us from actually living. Or we can choose to confront the fear, feel all the feels because it is terribly uncomfortable. But then we can choose to live. And so, of course, with confronting any fear, specifically the fear of death, there's a kind of moving in and out of the fear, right? One day it feels so incredibly strong. And, like there's an invincibility, of, oh, I'm grateful for life. I'm so blessed. It's so beautiful. And then the next day can be paralyzing with fear of, how am I going to make it through this? Am I strong enough? How long will I live? Do I have any regrets? What else do I still need to do with my life and want to do with my life? Right. And none of us ever know when our time will be. So it could be tomorrow, it could be in 2 years, it could be in the next 5 minutes. We just really don't know. But living, truly living, I've discovered, is a choice throughout this journey. And so if you know anyone who's going through facing the fear of death on any level, but especially a cancer diagnosis, tell them you love them, get behind them, support them in any way that you can, and allow them to process the lows and the highs, because there's a combination of all of it. Positivity, yes, throughout a journey of this nature is incredibly important, but it can also be toxic to stay in continuous positivity and deny the lower vibrational emotions, the sadness, the anger, the fears. Those two have their place. Those two are incredibly important to the experience. And throughout my journey, and this is just personal experience, there were lows and highs. It was the full spectrum of emotions and intensity, the ups and the downs, and add the treatment process into that, and the drugs and the system and the chemotherapy and the radiation and the surgery and all of that. And it can be challenging. It can be very challenging. But via my experience, some of the most profound, beautiful things that have happened to me in my lifetime have happened during this journey. So in the end, I can actually say thank you. I'm grateful for this journey and for everything that the experience brought me. Am I grateful for cancer? That one I'm still wondering about, but I am grateful for the journey and the outcomes and the blessings and just the beauty that it's brought into my life, the gratitude that I feel every day for being alive and having another day on this beautiful earth is one of them. The support and the people that turned out and got behind me. I've never felt so loved in my entire life. But also the way that I changed, the way that I decided to love myself and love myself unconditionally, and also put myself first. So and that's just such a small amount of the blessings and benefits that I've gotten from this experience. So I wanted to just make this video today to share where I've been, but also where I'm going. So, as I said before, I have my business, Find Fearless Coaching, and it's been such a beautiful journey to support others through fear and big life transformation and health issues and whatever it may be that they've been going through in their lives. And to, do a program and see how much change and transformation has occurred in 90 days or 6 months or 12 months. It's incredibly, incredibly profound. So I'm going to and plan to continue that journey and that process and supporting others through that. But also I want to add in an addition to what I'm doing. Currently, I'm developing a breast cancer coaching program, or cancer coaching in general, but specifically focused towards breast cancer and supporting others through the journey, because it is quite heavy and overwhelming, especially in the beginning. The beginning is a whirlwind, all the appointments and the doctor speaking in a third language that I've never heard before. So it's just the overwhelm sets in, and the fear is almost blinding in the beginning. But to have the right support of someone to be able to be by your side and advocate for you and walk you through it is like gold. There's nothing else like it in the world, because our health is number one. And when we're in a flurry of intensity, when it comes to a diagnosis of this nature or any near-death experience, it's quite chaotic, it's quite overwhelming, it's hard to see the bigger picture, and it's hard to make decisions in the moment because there's so much bombarding and coming at you all at once. So what I would have found invaluable throughout my experience was someone who's been through it to be by my side. And I did have others that had gone through it who could talk me through, this part, what to expect here and what to expect next. And all the things that I didn't get from my healthcare professionals, all the knowledge and all the translations of the words, I was getting those from others or via my own research. And so that's why it is just, for me, would have been so invaluable to have someone by my side throughout the entirety of the journey, to advocate for me, to tell me what to expect next, to let me know what my options are and support my decisions, and someone to talk with me through it all. So that is what I would like to be moving forward, to support others in that journey in any possible way that I can. So moving forward, please expect videos from me in regards to life coaching, finding fearless, my normal videos that you've seen in the past, and my interviews with people that are living beautifully, not fearless lives, but pushing through fear. I don't know if we ever fully eliminate fear. But also expect videos in regards to things we can do in the process of, or things, someone diagnosed with breast cancer can do in the process to support their process, things to expect, what to do next, what to look for next. Also interviews with people who have overcome ginormous feats in their life and are really living a fearless life as much as they possibly can. So lots more to come from me. I'm finally to the point where I'm finished treatment 2 months ago. I'm feeling much more grounded, much more energetic, much more inspired. And I'm ready to support and help others in any way that I possibly can. So if you are going through something profound in your life, if you're facing a massive fear, if you've just been through a cancer diagnosis or know someone who's been through a cancer diagnosis, specifically breast cancer, or if you're just experiencing incredible change and transformation in your life that feels totally overwhelming, you're paralyzed by fear, you're in avoidance, you don't know which way to turn, you feel like self-sabotage is standing in your way from where you need to go to next, please click the link below this video. Fill out the form. I offer a free discovery call, and I would absolutely love the opportunity to just talk and connect with you and discover what's going on and how maybe I can be of support to you. So again, please click the link below this video if you're interested in that. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please share, subscribe, like it, comment in the comment section below. Share your story with me. Please share your story with me. Relating to others and sharing stories is what saved me throughout my cancer journey. Having that support and relatability, my God, was so invaluable. To know that I wasn't alone and others had gone through what I had gone through and they had persevered and now they're living wonderful and beautiful lives is one of the most supportive and hopeful things we can do. It creates faith. It gives us the courage to take on another day. So please share, subscribe, like, whatever, comment, anything that you feel inspired to do. I'm so grateful that you chose to listen to this video today. And I hope wherever you are or whatever you're doing that you're well. And I'm sending you so much love.